Hello and welcome. Caesar's roots traced back to the esteemed gens Julia, a family renowned for its honor and influence in Rome's corridors. Their history was steeped in valor and service to the Republic, even claiming descent from none other than the mythological Trojan prince Aeneas, who himself was descendant of the goddess Venus. According to Roman mythology, Aeneas fled from Troy after its fall and eventually settled in Italy. Ascanius, his son, founded the city of Alba Longa, establishing a line of descendants that allegedly led to the Julia, the family from which the gens Julia claimed its lineage. These legends became an integral part of how young Caesar viewed the world, shaping his values and planting within him a seed of duty and reverence. Julius Caesar's father, also called Gaius Julius Caesar, was a notable figure within Roman society. He held the esteemed position of praetor, a magistrate tasked with various administrative and judicial responsibilities in the Roman Republic. As a praetor, he presided over legal matters, managed the city's affairs, and contributed to maintaining order within the expanding Roman territories. While historical records provide limited details about his father's specific achievements or policies during his tenure as praetor, his role was undoubtedly influential within the Roman administrative and political landscape. The position of praetor conferred a level of prestige and responsibility, reflecting the family's standing within Roman society. Tragically, his father died around the time Caesar was entering his mid-teens. This loss left a significant void in his life. He navigated his formative years without the guidance and influence of a paternal figure. Losing his father meant that Caesar had to step into a more mature role earlier than expected. He inherited his father's responsibilities, including managing the family's affairs and continuing the family's prominent status in Roman society. This experience likely played a role in shaping Caesar's character, fostering a sense of independence, resilience, and an early sense of leadership. Despite this loss, the young Caesar was not left completely without support. Other family members and influential mentors likely played pivotal roles in shaping his upbringing, nurturing his ambitions, and guiding his path toward a future that would eventually lead him to become one of the most prominent figures in Roman history. Julius Caesar's mother, Aurelia Cotta's influence on Caesar's life and character was substantial. She belonged to a respected and influential family, the Cottas, known for their prominence in Roman society. Aurelia Cotta was recognized for her intelligence, virtues, and strong character. As a woman of her time, Aurelia played a crucial role in shaping Julius Caesar's early years, instilling in him the values of honor, discipline, and public service. Her guidance and moral teachings, combined with the familial emphasis on education, provided Caesar with a foundation rooted in Roman virtues. Aurelia's influence extended beyond the domestic sphere. Her connections within influential Roman circles and her own reputation as a woman of dignity and wisdom positioned her as a significant figure within Roman society. Her support and guidance during Caesar's youth, especially after the loss of his father, were undoubtedly pivotal in nurturing his ambitions and shaping his character. In the heart of Rome, young Julius Caesar's life unfolded amidst the bustling streets of the Suburra district of Rome. Their home, a humble residence, stood in stark contrast to the ornate villas that graced the more affluent neighborhoods of Rome. This vibrant quarter, an embodiment of Rome's diversity, pulsed with life. Its alleys a convergence of different social strata, where the clamor of everyday existence echoed through narrow cobblestone paths. It was densely populated, with a mix of lower-class residents, freedmen, immigrants, and artisans. While not necessarily dangerous, Suburra was known for its crowded and chaotic streets, making it sometimes prone to petty crime, thievery, and even violence. Within this complex community, Caesar's family carved out their abode, nestled amidst the maze of dwellings that housed this mix of the city's populace. Caesar's education during his formative years was emblematic of the classical Roman upper class. Raised in Rome, the heart of the empire itself, he had access to a privileged education that emphasized the core disciplines of rhetoric, grammar, literature, and oration. However, it was under the tutelage of his uncle, Gaius Aurelius Cotta, that Caesar's education took a pivotal turn. Cotta, celebrated for his eloquence and political acumen, became Caesar's mentor, imparting invaluable lessons in the art of public speaking. In the vibrant halls of Roman intellectualism, Caesar absorbed the nuances of rhetoric, mastering the skill of crafting compelling speeches that could captivate and sway audiences. This education in rhetoric and oration would serve as a cornerstone of his future political career, distinguishing him as a charismatic and influential leader capable of stirring the masses with his words. Young Caesar also experienced the vibrant array of Roman religious practices, which deeply influenced his understanding of faith's unifying power among different communities. Observing the reverence shown to various gods and goddesses, he realized that these shared beliefs formed a common bond among the Roman people. This early exposure to the inclusive nature of Roman religious practices left a lasting impression. As he matured, Caesar grasped the significance of religion in fostering unity. His experiences navigating the societal landscape of Rome allowed him to view religion not just as a series of rituals, but as a means to bridge cultural divides. This understanding shaped his later approach as a leader, where he adeptly integrated religious beliefs into the governance of Rome to cultivate solidarity among its factions. His early exposure to the inclusive nature of religious practices became a guiding principle, inspiring him to employ religion as a catalyst for harmony and unity within the Roman world. A pivotal chapter would unfold during his late teens to early 20s amidst the intense conflict between Marius and Sulla. Marius and Sulla, two Roman generals and statesmen, were significant figures whose rivalry contributed to the political turmoil of the late Roman Republic. Their clashes and struggle for power set a precedent for military involvement in politics and highlighted the increasing instability that ultimately led to the downfall of the Republic and the rise of the Roman Empire. This period, also known as the Sullan-Marian War or Social War, marked by the ruthless power struggles within Rome, exposed the young Caesar to the sobering reality of political machinations. Caught in the midst of familial affiliations tied to the Marius faction, Caesar found himself perilously close to the heart of the turmoil. The Sullan Purges, a harrowing episode in Roman history, cast a shadow of imminent danger over his life. With his name appearing on the purge list, Caesar's instinct for survival and political acumen became apparent. Sensing the vulnerability inherent in the power struggle, he exercised caution and withdrew from Rome until the political winds shifted. This chapter of uncertainty and danger helped teach him the harsh lesson that amidst the elite's conflicts, the fate of honorable men could be jeopardized for naught but the trivial disputes of those in power. This revelation sowed the seeds that would shape his future approach to leadership and governance in Rome. Moreover, the perilous dance amongst persecution and power illuminated the capricious nature of the aristocracy and the ruthless mechanisms that governed Roman politics. It was a revelation that shaped his understanding of leadership, a conviction that a leader's responsibility went beyond personal ambition, necessitating an empathetic approach to governance, ensuring the protection of the vulnerable against the whims of the powerful. This profound insight, acquired through the trials of his youth, influenced Caesar's future approach to leadership. Aiming to shield the honorable from the petty squabbles of the powerful, and striving to build a Rome where justice prevailed over the caprices of those in authority. Buy the full book on Amazon today, available on Kindle.